such a time as this.
And welcome back to For Such a Time as This, the place where there is no such thing as a silent witness. Most of my videos are going to be focused on the election from here to November 5th, seemingly. We've been out of commission for some time, but we are back. Look, For Such a Time as This exists so that we can bring a biblical worldview to current events. And what's more dominant than the Donald Trump story of today? He survives an assassination attempt, and because of that, I even saw one video. I looked for it, I couldn't find it, but I saw one video to where this man was sitting up here and he was saying that because the bullet nicked his ear and it was blood running down his face, he went to some passages about sprinkling blood on the earlobe of Aaron and some of the priests. He used those verses to say Donald Trump was now anointed by the Lord. Really? Really? So look, I'm not saying vote for Biden. I darn sure I am not saying that. But I'm also not saying that Donald Trump is anointed by the Lord, because we know people who represent God, represents the commandments of God, speaks the truth and the standards of God. Can God use Donald Trump? Yes. God uses Satan for his purposes and Job 1 and 2. But is he on God's side? I don't know, and please don't say you know. Because if you do, I want you to explain this video. His son, Eric, speaking of his father and his father's position in the new GOP. Roll tape.
The Republican platform, interestingly, has moved to the center on a couple of key issues. For the first time in 40 years, the Republican platform does not call for a federal abortion ban. It no longer defines marriage as between one man and one woman, but it doesn't. So is this a sign that your father is moving to the center in some ways or on some issues?
Yes, I think he's always been there on those issues, to tell you the truth. And I think that's reflective of who my father is and what he believes in. I think that's reflective of my wife, Laura, who runs the RNC, and clearly what she believes in. And I'm proud of the party. I mean, listen, at the end of the day, this country has real holes in the roof, and you've got to fix those holes, and you've got to stop worrying about the little, spot on the wall in the basement. You've got to fix those holes, and we've got real immigration problems.
For the first time in 40 years, the Republican platform does not call for a federal ban on abortion. First time in 40 years. And now, the Republican platform no longer defines marriage between one man and one woman. Donald Trump has made the Republican Party in his image. And I don't know if you caught this, but when she brought up those issues, marriage between one man and one woman, abortion, Eric Trump says, we got to stop worrying about the little dirt on the wall, the fly on the wall. He likened marriage between one man and one woman and the life of the unborn. He pushes it off to the side and says, those are little bitty issues, not important. Did you get that? Look. We are called to represent Jesus Christ and his message. We are not called to represent the GOP or Donald Trump and to trumpet their message. Don't ever mix the two. If you want to vote for Trump, vote for Trump. If you want to vote for Biden, I suggest you don't do it. But let's be very clear. As a Christian and as the Church of Jesus Christ, we cannot stand behind gay marriage and the innocent taking of the unborn. That's not our God. Donald Trump is not our God. The GOP is not our family. The Church of Jesus Christ is.
such a time as this.